Hello everyone, my name is Kai. I'm from the Explorer APAC private cloud team, and today I will demonstrate our web server deployment process using automations. To summarize this process, I use Terraform to encompass the whole process, starting with the initial deployment and Ansible for configurations post-deployment. I use VMware 8.0, the main and the variable.tf Terraform script. Uh, they are available through Azure DevOps. If you want a copy, please let me know. The deployment settings can be customized to fit different private clouds environment with specific configurations for VMware, network VLANs, Windows, and Linux server templates. The process proceeds as follows. VS Code start the deployment process with sections in the code to cover the VMware environment variables such as data center, data store, storage policy, cluster. Networking includes IP address and VLANs and other virtual machines configuration details, tags, etc. Terraform deploys the VM initially from the template. Ansible carry out post-deployment configurations such as firewall settings, software installations. The remaining steps involving configuring server roles, IIS, the cipher encryptions template, IIS crypto, setting up the F5 nodes and adding members to the pools. Finally, apply the F5 running config, all automated by Ansible playbooks. I had to stipulate a 2-minute wait in the code between Terraform finishing and Ansible starting to ensure that the VMs are fully uh, in, initialized before Ansible executes. For demonstration purposes, I am deploying VMs one at a time, but typically all VMs would deploy simultaneously. However, running them sequentially ensures more control and avoids the potential retries due to network or domain controller issues. We have incorporated retry into the script to handle these situations if needed. All the script are written to be idempotent. Once the initial deployments have completed, I deploy applications via Octopus if required, also automated with up to 5 app deployments running concurrently. This process is highly automated, ensuring efficiency and consistency. The total deployment time for the first server is approximately 15 minutes. With Terraform breakdown time is 2 minutes to deploy in VMware, 8 minutes to do Terraform post-deployment config via PowerShell. Ansible breakdown time 5 minutes to do desired state configurations. Ansible then goes on trigger the deployments of applications via Octopus. Finally, Ansible triggers the configuration of the F5 to add the new web server as the new nodes and add them to the pools for load balancing. Subsequently, the VMs deploy in parallel once the initial configurations is finished. So let me show you in the vSphere screen in here, just so that you know that this hasn't been created. So we have 5, 6, and 7, and we will add 8, 9, and 10. Terraform apply. So I use the switch parallelism equal to 1. It means that it will do one at a time. I just want to simplify the process. So Terraform asks you to confirm, and you will give it a value of yes. Here we go. It's create those tags in vSphere, and it's about to create the first VM. So you can see in here, start creating the first VM. Copy the VM from the template. So that's 09 because the first one is 1. I would have thought it start from 0, but I'll pick from 1. There we go, 9 appear. Now it's 10:42 a.m. NZ time. In this demo, I like to do it one by one, just to show you from start to finish how long that would take for one server. If I didn't use the switch parallelism equal to 1, it will deploy all 3 VMs all at once. However, you know, sometimes when if the network busy or the domain controller could be busy, it could cause some retry in our deployment script. We have tried to make it idempotent, and we add in the retry and wait. But yeah, just for the demo, I just want to show how long does it take for one server to from start to finish. It would still deploy the other servers after the first one. So here we are. It's doing the page file, set up the disk drive. And I think in the background is start with 10, because from VMware's standpoint, it finished for 9. And here we go, 10 starting up. Going back to the Visual Studio, you can see 1 and 2 are still creating. Actually, 1 completed after 2 minutes and 29 seconds. And yeah, 2, which is 10, is still creating. And 10 has been completed as well, about 2 minutes and 32 seconds. So yeah, about 10 seconds slower than the first one. And I believe 8 is start cloning. There we go, Clay. You can see the VM appear in the vCenter. Just to refresh our memory, going back here, which is our build process. Once it's deploy the VMs from the template, it will put a time sleep for 2 minutes. The reason for this is it will wait for the initial deployments for the VMs to complete before we can start configuring with Ansible. Still going for the 08. As you can see on the Visual Studio Code, it start create that time sleep wait for 2 minutes. I would just keep recording. If you feel bored, please feel free to skip for 2 minutes, or I might try to modify the recording. As our first server, so the drive is there, page 5 set. Just do a quick health check. OpenSSH is config, services are running, so Ansible can communicate to the Windows node. Yeah, Python is installed. The SSH resource provisioner is still creating, and once it's complete, it will be deployed to run the 3 Ansible playbooks. I'm not sure if you pay attention, but Octopus tentacle has been deployed. Um, it means that one of the playbook from Ansible has been called. Just to show you what's happening in the background is that running, deploying all the applications in Octopus. So with Octopus, it is running it deploying 5 tasks at the time. So yeah, it's basically deploying the following applications to our web server. So let me just show you in one of the tasks. So it just basically deploy to 9, 10, I believe, because 8 is the last one. So the the task will be a bit further delay. As you can see, they all queue up. Let me go back to yeah. So as you can see here, the resource provisioner is still detecting that work is in progress. Once this is finished, I might be able to pause the recording and skip it to the end, so I can save my recording for not being too long. Make a note. What was the time of the deployment? I believe it was. What time was that? 10:46. No, but the first one would be 9. Yeah, 10:41. Okay. Now it's 10:59. Yep. It's about 20 minutes so far. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording and wait until this Octopus application finish, and we will continue. There now is the F5. I think it's just about to kick off the task for the F5. So as you can see here, it has 3 nodes at the moment. And I think the task is about to start to add the other F5 node. So I think I can see that in Ansible right now that is start deploying the last playbook to add these the new web servers 8, 9, and 10 into the F5. So how it works is you can see here is this node is a standby node. We have an HA pair, and the other one is active. So what it means is what change being made to the standby node is not actually a production running config. So if I refresh this, there you go. It turns to be 6 members as compared to 3 in the past. So you see here 8, 9, and 10 here in this pay now pools. And same thing for WordPay and the other pools where web servers here, it has start serving traffic. So in the production deployments, if I want to put these server into production, I would go in here and I would push the change from this standby node to the active node, which I'm not going to do it right now, but I just want to show you the deployment step where that happens. With that said, that's conclude our deployment process, and I will obviously you know how to reach me if you have any questions. And yeah, thank you for watching if you stay to the end, and all the best. Thank you. Bye.